So I met Barry a few weeks ago here. We got a call to come and look at railing for his deck, and unbeknownst to me, it had actually been the contractor who had called me and given Barry's name. And I ended up talking with Barry. When I arrived, the contractor actually had laid down vinyl deck product, and he was asking if I could finish welding the seams for him, which I thought was unusual, but nevertheless I got talking to the homeowner, and yeah, we just talked a little bit about the installation of the vinyl deck and what my thoughts were on it. And there's just a ton of deficiencies. It wasn't installed properly. There was a lot of lumps underneath it. None of the seams were cut properly, and it got to the point where I could tell that, you know, the homeowners were getting a little upset and just a little bit overwhelmed. They were going to utilize the old wooden railing. Their budget didn't allow for new railing, but the contractor ended up removing it, damaging it, and it ended up getting hauled to the landfill site, which really left the owners with no other choice but, you know, to install a new railing, which, you know, was why it was called there. You know, we gave the quote for the railing, which I could tell right away was way beyond their budget. And you know, and we, you know, I thought about it after we left. You know, I had mentioned to them, look, if you go ahead with the railing, you know, we'll fix the deck up, we'll repair it, patch it as best as we can with what's there, just so that it's at least waterproof. And when I left site, I thought about it for a while, and I ended up calling Jim at On Deck, and told him the story, which I felt was, you know, kind of, you know, a couple elderly homeowners that I felt were taken advantage of, and you know, and just pushed beyond their budget limits. And I just asked him, you know, I felt like this was an opportunity for us as a company to maybe step up in our community here and do something, you know, with our entire staff, which I think would be a great, you know, day for everybody to be involved in, and do something great for a couple homeowners who already, you know, are a few $1,000s deep into this project. Right away, Jim was on board. He was absolutely, yes, I'm more than happy to donate all the products you need for the vinyl deck part of it. We'll just rip out all the old installation. And then I gave Fred at Innovative Aluminum Railings a call, told him the story. Not even a heartbeat. He was, you know what, I'm totally want to be on board with this. We'll donate all of the railing material. And it got to be where it kind of grew into this thing where we felt, you know what, this could be a real amazing day. We will, you know, go out there as our entire company, all of our staff, our office staff, and just have a fun day putting something together and making it right. And I just, you know, I just feel for the homeowners out there that feel like they have no choice but to use somebody who's, you know, pulling up in an old beat up truck, and, you know, has got cardboard underneath the engine to keep the oil from staining the pavement. And, you know, it's just a little bit disheartening, you know, when, you know, we want to provide an excellent product, and yes, we will never be, you know, as cheap as the guy working out of their truck, but, you know, we stand by it, as do my partners and suppliers that we deal with.